My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Hey, it's Carrie. We do what we want over here. We chill, we have open panel discussions, sing karaoke, play games, kick back, or whatever. Let's break the monotony.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Good morning. Good morning. Hey, everybody. Good morning. It's Friday. It is the 25th of July. Hoping you guys are doing good. Um, let me see who is in here. Shout out to my 10 people. Okay, I got to say that. I have to say that. Shout out to my 10. Okay. Yeah. So let me see who is in here. Hold on. T. Daniel. Good morning, T. Daniel. Wagwan. Ladybugs. Storylines. Sure. Let me see who else is in here. Good morning, Kimberly Black. Good morning again. Let's go through this last day of work and on to the weekend. Okay, girl. Hey, only one Sosa. She says she's 11, but hey, good morning, only one Sosa. And you didn't let me know if I was correct with that question on your community wall. Is the answer a comb? What has teeth but never bites? Was that the question? What has teeth but never bites? Or what has teeth but never eat? I think that's what she said. I think that was the question. Good morning, Ox City. Good morning, everybody coming in. 2300, good morning to you. And shout out to those who are up there in the clouds, okay? Welcome to the channel. Hey, I'm Petty Pendergrass, Wagwan. Good morning to everybody coming in. And shout out, of course, shout out to my 10. Okay. All right. So I have a question. Well, three questions this morning. Okay. I got three questions. Okay. So where are my questions? I only have three. I know the We Got Questions, WGQ. Shout out to WGQ. That's for Deanna. But I got three. I should probably start something like this. I got three questions. I got three questions. Okay. And I'm hoping that you guys can be a part of the discussion. Let me drop my link also and pin it because I won't remember what once I get to start talking. And no, it doesn't mean I want people to click my link and start talking. No, baby. Okay. Okay. I was right. Okay. Only one Sosa. Thank you. Okay. All right. So there goes my link. Let me go to my channel. Hold on real quick. Let me go. Are you like me? I don't like. Hold on. Hold on to your love. All right, YouTube is not allowing me to go in there. I don't know why, but shout out to YouTube, I guess. I cannot pin my link at all. I cannot access my video at all. But hey, shout out to YouTube. Oh, here we go. Now I can. Now I can. Hold on. Hey to everybody coming in. Shout out to you. A comb can bite naps in the. Oh, wait. Hey, Deanna. Hey, everybody coming in. Oh, you didn't want to tell them that it was correct. You wanted them to try. Okay. And there you go. I pinned my message. There you go. I pinned my link. So at any point when, I get through asking my three questions and chit chatting, you could come up, It is what it is. Yeah. So the other day, there were some talks about a town hall, right? There were some talks about a town hall meeting, but it could never, for me, when I heard people saying it's a town hall meeting, I said to myself, it could never be a town hall meeting. You know why? Because the only person who keeps town or hosts town hall meeting is the one, the original James. Okay. So we do know where we go when we want to have town hall meetings. No to all the questions. She said no. She isn't playing around here. She's like, nah, okay. So whenever I heard when I started hearing people talking about a town hall meeting is gonna come up, I'm like, nah. We know only one place we go whenever there's a town hall meeting. So I knew that something was a little bit off. So about a week or so ago, good morning to everybody coming in. Hey Byron. Hey everybody coming in. So about a week or so ago, there was and I'm going to say subscriber because I do not know the person and I've never seen the name before, but the name is Trinacious. Okay. So Trinacious, and the first day I saw a post from Trinacious, uh the first thing I did was go and check the channel out. And when I went there, Trinacious only had one subscriber. And I also went to go check when the page was created, and it was created on February the 5th, 2024. Okay. So that was the first thing I did. So Trinacious had added quite a number of people from the beef sector. Some of them I'm looking at, I'm saying, nah, you ain't beef sector. But you know what? It's not like it's an award for you to be in a sector and claim a particular sector. So I went and I read through. So I was also added on it, and I'm going to name some of the names that I'm seeing. I'm seeing Shalina Simmons is at the top of the list. So that's Phi Babe for those who don't know. I saw Billie Jean, who is known for doing her productions. I saw Brianna, Castro, Chopper, Daughter here. I saw Bliss Watkins. Of course, I saw Deanna, Dovey, Fates. It's a lot of names. Fly Uchi. What do they call her again? Well, Fly Uchi. QB, Jay Dunn, Jay Wilson. Do I need to call all of them? Well, I will. Okay. It's a lot though, but I'll scan through them like really quickly. Jay Dunn, Jay Wilson, Just Kimmy, Lady Dimples, Lady Nika, Larry Nelson. Does Larry still do well? Okay. Lady Dimples, Big Lemon, Leo the Lioness Queen, Lori aka Lolo, Lovely Love, Mama Sippin, Miss Intel, Miss T Velocity, Nest No Mess, Newbie, Honest Row. I want to say this is Q Squad because I see, yeah, that's Kwani. Reed, Rebel Sun, Rico Reports, Rick Reed, Rita, Ronnie Q, S. Hutchinson, The Sassy Show, Say Sean Bradley, Club Chat Travel, 7 Stars, Sir King, TMO, The Real K Fit, Timothy Blaine, Tracy, Treasure Lane, Uppity Negro Godless, Godless. Ooh, I got a slip of the tongue and it came in the right way. Uppity Negro Godless, you godless bitch. You swamp looking bitch. But anyways, I was calling names. Very Carry, VS Icon, King Zero Tolerance, Bougieville. Who is Bougieville again? I don't remember. Just Krista, Bertha May, This Heat, the Dragons Zone, Big Man TV, right? To be told. Who else? Pretty Chocolate Girl, The Truth Enterprise. I do not know who this one is, but it says at H8ND LED handled. I don't know who that is. Jill's Comfort Zone, Hoes with Hearts, Dimitri All Day, Cap CNTV. I'm thinking that's Captivating Christian. Brian the Meat, Down South Wisdom One, King Roman, Official D Spot. Just read my book. Rodney, bitch, Rodney. Okay. Uh, Roach. Okay. Just Krista, Just Blaze, Charlie Sending Love, T Lounge, Styles with Tisa, Paulette Walters, Canola, Diamond Cluster Hustler, Food Junkie, Nicole Reloaded, QI, Vila North, Spill It Girl TV, Mimi Checking Fake Hoes, Justin, Just Blaze, Joyce, Michelle, Melissa Scott, Tracy's World, and Rose Bennett. So now I called everybody. Who is Steve? Oh, now I look up you. Now I look up. I called all the names. You hear me? AK, that is a good question because he was just asking about a year ago, am I beef sector? The fact that he had to ask people if he was beef sector is enough for us to understand, okay? So I'm just going to say it. Tell me you want a cloud chaser without telling me tag the whole sector, even the dead. Ooh, ooh, not even the dead. Some of those people I don't know of. Jackson Street says, so are you saying they were using the names to get subs, or are you saying they were using the names too for people to think they're beef sector? I don't know. I think what they're doing is just probably these are all the people they are subscribed to. I don't know because I don't know who it is. Probably these are all the people they are subscribed to, or all the people they assume are in the beef sector, and just pretty much added everyone because everybody's name is in it pretty much. So I'm just gonna assume that I don't know the person, but they reached out, and I'm gonna tell you what they said. Okay, he definitely isn't AK. Rodney's gonna be so proud that his name was. He must be so proud that his name was added in that shit. Like I'm just saying. But Mimi checking fake hoes was there. Rose Bennett. I called all the names from the list. I said Demetra too. I said all the names. Okay. Yeah. So about a week ago, it was sent out, and the person, I don't know who it is, but the first thing I did after reading the statement, um, I went to look to see the channel because I'm like, I've never seen this name before, but they only have one subscriber, and the page is a little bit over a year old. It was February 5th, 2024. That's the first thing I went and I checked. Then I went, so I'm going to tell you what it read, okay? It says, attention beef sector content creators. I'm reaching out as a longtime subscriber who has been watching the beef sector since 2018. Over the years, I've seen the highs, the lows, the roasts, the drags, the gags, and the legendary reads. But lately, I've noticed a stark change. The energy feels different. The sector is allowing outsiders to shift the culture that made the beef sector one of a kind. Now, I'm not going to lie, Trinacious. A few of the people who you tagged in that post, they are definitely not beef sector, and they are a part of the reason why the culture is different, the energy is different, and that's that on that. But let me continue reading, okay? Because of that, I am asking for a beef sector only panel discussion. I truly believe it's time for a real conversation where only CCs from the sector from this sector can speak on the current state and future on this of the space. I'm looking for one beef sector content creator to host this panel. Someone who can manage a platform with strength and fairness and allow all beef sector CCs to participate, even if there's been tension or drama in the past. I'm also willing to provide monetary support to the host who steps up and creates a space for this much needed discussion. If you're a CC who's been hosting, if you're a CC who is open to hosting, please drop a comment below. Once the host CC is decided, we can figure out a method to communicate further about payment and topics for the beef sector only conversation. The date and the time of this panel discussion is up to the CC. Let's protect what makes this sector unique and keep it authentic by handling things in-house. Looking forward to hearing an authentic discussion about the state of the beef sector. Please, love and blessings. Oh, that was a mouthful. Okay, so I read it all. So what I can gather from this statement, or I don't want to call it a statement. From this post, what I can gather from this post is that this person has been watching the beef sector since 2018. They have noticed at this point that there has been a lot of changes and the energy has shifted somewhat. And it's obviously due to the outsiders that are here. Uh, they wanted somebody to host a panel to have a discussion about the current state and future of this space. So, the objective of this discussion is supposed to be talking about the state of the beef sector currently, as well as the future of this here beef sector. So they needed one person. They were willing to pay for it for the person who wants to host it. And they just opened it out to everyone. And whoever responded, they would select. Okay. So I don't know what the criteria was, but they said clearly that they wanted someone to be able to do it in a space that you can handle your platform with fairness and strength, and even allow persons to come up and participate, even if there is tension, even if there was some drama in the past. You could still open your panels for other persons to come. So that was the very first post that all the content creators were tagged in, and I saw a few persons responded. I myself was responded because I said to myself, I have been saying this thing for a long time. For the 10 that come and watch me over here, they know that I talk about it from time to time. Good morning, Linda. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody coming in. Bird, good morning. Jay Dunn, good morning. Jay Dunn says people are saying the page is Sassy's troll page. That's why the page was just created on February. I think it's 2024, Jay Dunn. I think that's the date that I saw. And when I went there, it was only one subscriber. And now they have 23 subscribers. So it was February 5th, 2024. So I'm hearing that people are saying it's Sassy's troll page. You're saying that the fact that they included Rodney in the post or added him in the post, that you could tell that they're not beef sector. Yeah, Kwani was in it. Rita was in it. Yeah, it was 2024. Yeah, let me continue to look at these comments. Okay. All right, there we go. I think I'm keep. O Block says that channel is Sassy's. Oh. Okay. All right. So I saw that, and a few people from the beef sector did say they will be a part of it. Hey, Bush baby. Hey, everybody coming in. Do you know that Sir King was not added in the post? And Sir King dropped down in the chat to say, I am an option. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. I did not laugh. You did not hear me laugh. Sir King is like, wait, I wasn't tagged up in here. Shout out to my 10. Okay. So a few people said that they'll do it. All good and well. But the person responded to everyone who said, okay, I'll do it. I'm open to doing it. The person said that they already selected Sassy as the person who would host the show. Okay. So a lot of persons were like talking. Well, not a lot. A few people. Hey, Shantae Wagwan. A few people. Go ahead, Ladybugs. Shout out to my 10. I gotta take breaks, baby. Okay. So that was the original post that was created. So that is how a lot of content creators knew about it. And then the person responded, and let me just click on any one of them. Let me click on any one of them to say, hold on 1 second. I'm just going to click on any one of the responses to see what the person said. Okay. So the Sassy Show, I clicked on the Sassy Show. The Sassy Show says, I would be open to host, but there needs to be real conversation. Okay. And then the Trinacious person responded a day after Sassy answered and said, "Thank you so much for agreeing to host the beef sector only conversation. I truly appreciate you stepping up to make this happen. Please let me know the best way to send you the funds for hosting. I can use whichever method works best for you, Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, etc. Also, I want to give you full creative control over how you run your platform and the discussion. That said, there are four specific questions I'd like to. You know what? Should I be reading all of this? I guess. I don't know. In other words, let me not read that one. Let me go to another one because that's their conversation with each other. So I'll just leave that. Okay, baby. Let me see what this person said to Sir King. Oh no, the tenacious person did not respond to Sir King, but somebody responded and says, "Nope, you are socially awkward and make inappropriate comments and attempts at comedy when you get nervous." And then the person also said, "At TMO2, well, your presence is greatly needed. So yes, please make sure TMO is accommodated." Okay, look at Jay Dunn. Jay Dunn is up in there too. Jay Dunn says, "Good morning. I went out of my way to advocate." Oh wait, you know what? Let me get up off of here. So I already read what the person's first post said. Okay, I already read through everything. I already told you everybody that was at it. All the content creators, except a few, were at it. Okay. Now, fast forward to 12 or so hours ago, the Trinacious person posted another post to say that the show, so now there's confirmation here. So now it says the Sashi show will be hosting a beef sector only, and it's called a round table discussion. Okay. So now we know it's not called a town hall, it's a round table discussion. Okay. And the date, it's tomorrow. It's at 12 p.m. Eastern. It's or at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, okay? Or 9 a.m. Okay. So the person also said this is not a town hall. Careful thought and consideration has been given to this upcoming discussion. So I want to say maybe the subscribers are unaware of some of the plans and stuff. So people will speculate and stuff because they haven't seen the post. However, all the content creators who are at it, they could clearly see these things. So I'm assuming the content creators will then talk about it or whatever. So now we have a date. Now we have a time. Now we know it's not a town hall. And now we know that the person wants everyone's voices to be heard. And it is for beef sector content creators, especially, uh, yeah, regardless of past issues or disagreements, according to them. But let me see if I see it open for beef sector subbies to talk. Hold on. Thank you. Oh, I don't see it. But the person also said that if you have questions and so on, you could at the Sassy Show. Uh, you know, and that they are really excited about this thing that is coming up. They talked about how much the sector helped carry them through a really tough moments in their lives. The skits, the roasts, the gags, the drags, the reads, the challenges, the beefs, and all of that. And they want success, peace, and growth. I don't see a lot of growth happening in the beef sector, but I do know it is entertainment for a lot of us. And a lot of us come here when we want to just be away from, some of the stuff that's happened, or we just want to be away from. Hey, Room Shaker. Linda B says, if people truly want to do different, they will without a conversation. Try to change a fool's mind. You become the fool too. Okay. All righty. I'm just saying. Please said I forgot about Sir King too. Is Sassy in here? Did she say she was in a meeting? Let me see. Did they at Timothy Blaine? I don't think I saw Timothy Blaine. Let me go through. I'll do this and I'll go through all of them again to make sure I see if Timothy Blaine's name is in it. Hold on. I'm looking. I am definitely looking. Timothy Blaine is in there, and yep, Timothy Blaine is in it. Treasure Lane is in it too. They acted pretty much all the content creators. Well, not all, majority of the content creators in the sector. They did. Okay, so they did do that. Jay Dunn says the person tagged Lemon, but not Sir King. Oh yeah, yeah, 10. Okay, all right. So let's start the discussion. I'm guessing this is a pre-discussion before the actual thing tomorrow. So here are, yeah, this is a part of the reason why the sector changed. COVID-19. Okay, that's a part. Good morning, Jill. Prime Soul Glow says that list has Master Troll deep play written all over it. You think so? Please says people put a lot of work into their skits. Nobody is doing all of that, only for these new sensitive people to take their channels. You are so correct, please. Some people cannot take words and they go behind the scenes trying to take people's channels down. Mr. Tim would be a great host. Only thing would be the issue with the putting people on panels and stuff, but he would be a good host too. All right, so we know these are the things we know. Sassy will be hosting the show. It'll be on her channel. That we know. Secondly, we know it is tomorrow at noon. Okay? The third thing we know is that it's not a town hall. The fourth thing we know is if you got concerns, you must you can add the Sassy Show. The fifth thing we know is that it's supposed to be organized and centered on real conversations, and all voices will be heard. Okay? I don't remember if I saw DKL's name on this thing. Did I call DKL's name? I think I, hold on. You know I'm going to go look. I'm definitely going back to look. Did I call DKL's name? I don't remember if they left DKL's name out. DKL. I don't see it. And I am looking, okay? Well, I don't know. I can't see it from here. Hey, Z Sarah. Hey, everybody coming in. Prime Glow. I cannot tell you why it's a Sassy Show, but I could tell you that I read a statement or a post, I should say, and it pretty much was stating that anybody could do it. It is just about who responded, and I'm assuming the person saw Sassy's response first and thought it would be a good idea. So I cannot speak for the person who created the channel. I do not know who it is. Hey Z Sarah, why not Billie Jean? I have no idea. So we're having this conversation before the actual show tomorrow. And here are my 3 questions, and you are free to come click the link and come up. For those who are just here for the first time, the name is Carrie, and over here I do what the fuck I want. Okay.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Hey, it's Carrie. We do what we want over here. We chill, we have open panel discussions, sing karaoke, play games, kick back, or whatever. Let's break the monotony.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Okay, and I should also say that Rita, the baddest roaster, responded to this person, Trinacious, who atted her, and she says, "Can y'all please stop atting me? I'm not a part of the beef sector anymore. I won't be attending. Stop bothering me. Y'all wanted to black out so many of the original CCs of the beef sector. Y'all got what y'all hand called for. So many people switched. To have these new CCs here deal with it. If they have, hold on. If it ain't good enough, I don't give a fuck. Okay." Well, I said, okay. "I have nothing to discuss about that sector. It will never go back to the original foundation because mother MFs are tired. Now leave me the fuck alone and continue to try to replace us." 100. Hashtag Rita Nation. I love y'all, but fuck that beef sector bullshit. The ones of us who have real talent can stand the fuck alone. My skits will be on TikTok. Bish, I'm outside. So that is how Rita responded to that. Rita is like, get out of here with this. I am not gonna be a part of it. And I could see that. I've been talking about this for a while now that, I've been watching and seeing people block folks out. I'm seeing it. I've been talking about it for over a year, and people hear me talking about it, think I'm complaining and shit. I'm talking about what I've seen. And some subscribers don't want to talk about what they see. They are afraid of the content creators. They are afraid of the content creators. So they don't say anything. And I stayed over here and people be thinking I'm crying about support. Bitch, I don't give a flying fuck. Okay. I'm just saying. Bush Baby says it is for the 2.0s. I don't think any of the old beef sector except Jay Dunn will be interested or show up. Good morning, Diamond B. Only One Sosa says, I'll wait for the recaps. 2300 says, what if we had all of the strong personalities up on a panel? Deanna's Treasure Lane, Sassy, let's go. I don't think you're going to get that. Baron, you're talking about Treasure? You're talking about James? Yeah. Mother, that's who you're talking about? The guy with the great... he does host good town halls. AK says, I believe Rita and Deanna said no. They both did. Because Deanna, let me see what I saw on Deanna's post. Deanna says, that's a verbal assassin for those who know her for that name. Deanna says, it's still fuck Sassy. How dare you tag me in anything, bitch? I was going to make a video until I saw you was trying to get another channel off the ground. Bitch, you better go do another charity, marble-eyed bitch. So I'm seeing 2 content creators have already responded to say that they're not interested. And, I am always going to say I see both sides. I'm always going to say that. Please says, I'm definitely going to watch, and so will everybody else. It's content, and if I were a CC trying to build my channel, I would have done the round table. Hey, Auntie Donna, good morning. Linda says, good response, Rita. I agree with Rita, says Prime Soul Glow. Let me see. V. Lachey, good morning, V. Lachey. Shout out to you, girl. Okay. Larry H says, I nominate Bertha Mae Jackson. But guess what, Larry H? They already selected who they wanted. Bush Baby says, she's answering all 3 questions. No, I'm not interested. 2, no, I will not watch. Probably catch a replay so I can red ball. No, the discussion is not needed. And no, it'll change absolutely nothing. So I guess Bush Baby's over it already. And Bush Baby's like, those are my answers and I'm sticking to them. Okay. Ladybug says, this is a damn app. Round table for what? Please says, people are blacked out, and that's what's really ruining the sector, not just the people coming in the sector. And I totally agree. Please look at how many. I put a poll, not a poll. I put a post on my community wall. Go look at it. I put a post on my community wall. And I know some people are going to be afraid to write the names. I put a whole post on my community wall. I know I should probably have at least 9 out of my 10 respond to say who they think. My post asked, and let me go find the post real quick. The post says, name the content creators in the beef sector that you think were blacked out or blocked out. I am yet to see some names. Oh, well, I did see some. I don't know if I should say this person says they were blocked out or they're just saying that, hey, these are the persons I'm watching. But it's all good. So I'm just saying, guys, people have seen it, but some people are just afraid to say it. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. Prime Soul Glow says, didn't the false flag all the original beef sector content creators just to steal their name slots and beef sector spots? It's a culmination of things that has made things change. Yes, COVID-19 is done. Well, not really done, but people have gone back to work. Number 2, it's the red carpet treatment for the outsiders. Number 3, it's the love of money. Number 4, it is the people trying to flag people's channels down because they cannot take a good roast. They do not want to go back and forth. Number 5, I don't even know what number I am. It's people wanting to separate themselves from the others. It's that when it's still one beef sector at the fucking bottom of the YouTube sea at the end of the day. Okay? I got different reasons why I could say it. I have seen people actively decide to black other content creators out while at the same time ushering in others. I have seen where some of the older, well, I'm just going to use OG for right now. The OGs have stopped doing content because they're not interested anymore. They'll watch and stuff, or peep in sometimes, but they're not interested anymore. So they've stopped doing content, and that is why eyes are on different people. Okay, so it's a myriad. It's just a combination of things. Okay, I'm just saying it. Linda B says the straight shooters don't want no parts. You goddamn right. Avisa View says nope, not interested. I will watch the replay. No discussion is needed. Nothing will change. No one person runs this shit show of the beef sector. Let it fizz out like a stale soda can popped. Okay. Let me see. Happy Life. Good morning. Hey, everybody coming in. All right. Okay. All right. So we know it's tomorrow at noon. Prime Soul Glow says they false flagged all our channels down, then request an original beef sector roundtable talk. A lot of people were getting flagged. The OGs, the same OGs that some of these new people were begging to be on their panels, begging to be a part of their live streams, clicking their panels way back then, well, not, when they were in their heyday, wanted to be so much a part of them. The same people that they wanted to be a part of, the OGs that they loved and was reaching out to, and being cool with, are the same ones they try to fight out and then talk about. Nobody wants to know nothing about the OG. Nobody cares about old beef segment. So they say that, but they forgot that they were a part of it too. I'm just saying, it's the hypocrisy for me. Blackout in the sense that they give them no shine. They don't talk about stuff they do. They try to have their subscribers not watch certain spaces. They try to divert the attention to other things. They try to take their channels away. If like a good roast or gag happened on a particular channel or some real content popped on that channel, the masses will not talk about it, or they will make sure they say, no, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to, they do that. I've seen it. I've heard it with my own ears. Okay. Candy Cane says, I really don't care nothing about it. I've said I'm sick of them now. There you go, AK. No support. Ignore. There you go. There you go. It's the frenemy sector now. Good morning, outspoken one. Okay, the outsiders don't even do beef sector stuff. They're all about scamming and manipulating subscribers for cash app. And I did say one of the reasons why the sector is the way it is because of the love of money. That's a part of it too, because there's no one reason why the beef sector is the way it is right now. Remember when people used to talk about how Duchess Kelly begged too much and they were tired of him begging? Well, aren't other folks begging too? Ciao. Please, it's not even the friend sector. These fools don't know nothing about friendships. It's just trash. Okay, let me see. James will drag whoever gets slick with him, just like the beef sector originally. If you notice, James was one of the few people who was just not having it. James, Rick, you could tell. Like, you could tell the different channels, they're not averse to networking with other people or, being cool with people from different sectors. But they weren't going to have them come take over their spaces. If you notice, when the influx on everybody started coming over, you notice that some of the OGs, they were not, like having some people just take over. It's okay. You can click a panel or two, but you're going to remember that you're a visitor. You're going to come through, but you're still going to, at the end of the day, remember you got to put your shoes on and keep moving. You come in and out. You don't stick around and stay and start talking down on the other content creators, start disrespecting the subscribers you've had for years. I'm just saying. So the beef sector is sizzling now. We cannot be saved. There's nothing to save, actually. It's just a little space on YouTube that we come to, And that is why I kept on asking, what is the discussion going to be? Okay, let's go. I know some people have already given their answers to this already, but I'm still going to ask. And remember, guys, the link is in the chat. I think I pinned it. The link is in the chat. And I want for persons to actually give me an idea of what they think about tomorrow's roundtable talk that is going to happen. So tomorrow at 12, there is going to be a beef sector roundtable discussion, and I just have 3 questions. And feel free to click the link only if you're going to answer these 3 questions. Now I'm going to go to the chat to see what you have. Those are who are up in the clouds. I ain't in no clique. I don't be watching folks or caring if you like me or not. You could respond to the questions too. Okay, so this is the person who sent it out. The person's, and I'm thinking this is them. I don't. Trinacious. This is the person who originally sent out that post, asking most of the content creators to ask them if they would like to host this discussion. So let me see what's going on here. AK says some of the male outsiders that won't go home are kind of doing better than the original CCs. AK, I wonder what caused that. Okay, I wonder what caused that. Why are they doing better than the original CCs? How are people going to fight their own supposed sector? You know what? Hit the like. Thank you, Lee Pepper. So Linda responded. Linda says, number one, she is not interested and no, she's not going. And number 3 says, I never say never. Do you think anything will change? At the end of the day, like I've said before, it is not only the content creators that are going to change stuff, it is also the subscribers. The subscribers are the ones who have the power over the content creators. And I think it's full time they get it. Some subscribers don't want to say shit, and some people do. Some people, they just watch from the clouds or whatever. They don't share in any other conversations. But then you have the others who are like sheep, and they just go with the flow wherever, they are led, they go. And then you also have to remember the demographics. And I'm like, these are the people who are supposed to be the older and wiser who are watching. Okay. They're the ones who are running up the numbers of the different channels. You got to remember the demographics over here. It's people. I'm not saying people are not in their 30s and 40s. People are in their 50s and 60s, and it shows how much drama they like and how easily they can be swayed. It shows how easily they can be led. Okay. Only one Soso says some bushwatchers are sending memos. AKS says, remember they wanted to merge? Of course I remember. There was a whole song about a merge, AK. We merged, y'all. We've merged. But that wasn't the, I want to say, I don't know, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I do remember when, a lot of persons were being remember when Brianna used to do those panels, and those guys like Preach. I can remember Preach. I can remember this other guy. I think his name was Stash or Sash or something like that, because I remember Kimmy. I think her name was Pretty Kimmy at that time. She used to always be coming on Stash, or whatever his name was. I don't know if you remember. I'm just saying. Was it Slash or Swash or something like that? Stacks. Thank you, Jay Dunn. Stacks. So it was a long time that these people were being given that space. But at the time, I don't think they were trying to build their channels at the time. I think they were just coming and clicking to kick back and chat. And then we had Tracy, who was, oh, we merged, y'all. And there was this Clyde Diva. There was Grown Folks was coming over. Like a lot of different people from the Mode 3 and so on. But the thing is, Miss B, you remember. I know you remember. Trinacia says, I think the subscribers should have their own discussions too, want to host it. I don't know, Trinacious. I do it, talk about it. I've been talking about it for a while over here. But I don't know. I don't know. Some of the subscribers, they don't want to talk. And I don't know. Let me see. No way. I thought some of them just had rough voices. I remember the Preach guy. He was a bum. Let me not call anybody a bum, but he was the one who played a lot of games, and he was there with his girl. And there was another one I remember them. I don't remember all the names. Okay. Trinacia says, thanks, Carrie, for having a positive discussion about this. I've been here since 2018, but changed my name because my original account had my initials. Okay. Trinacious, will you be joining the conversation tomorrow is what I want to know. Oh, we got somebody in the back. Hold on. I got to make sure it is who I think it is. And in the meantime, shout out to my 10. Okay, let me find an overlay real quick to the person in the back. I got to make sure it's you. Good morning.
Ding dong, knock knock.
Okay, it's her. Okay, hey Auntie Donna, what's going on? What's going on? Do you got answers to my 3 questions?
Wait, I came in a little late.
Okay.
Just give me one question at a time, because
Okay.
I be lighting up and having my coffee whenever I wake up.
As long as you're not chewing that coffee, girl. Let's go.
No, my coffee's gone. I just got something to light now. If
Okay.
I can answer it, I mean, go ahead. You said you got 3
I
questions.
think you
Let's
should be
go.
able to answer it. So the first question is, are you interested in the beef sector roundtable discussion that's coming up?
No.
Do you want to tell why?
How many do we have to have and what it's going to solve? Next question.
But do you think there's a difference between this town halls that have happened as opposed to this supposed beef sector roundtable discussion?
So this is what they're having, a beef sector roundtable discussion, and then they say it's not a roundtable discussion. Oh, it's not a town hall. It's
Not a town hall. It's a beef sector roundtable
which
discussion.
is discussions that are basically the same, right?
Oh, okay, so that for you is a no. Okay, I got it. And so you're not interested. So that means you're not going to watch.
No.
Okay, second question. Do you think this discussion is needed? You pretty much answered it, but I'll ask you again. Do you think this is a well-needed discussion?
I mean, for some people, it might satisfy them, and they might think it's needed. I just think we've had discussions like this, and what has it solved? Eventually, the same thing just happens to happen again. Probably be a new set of people coming in, and doing the same thing, growing people that you see don't mean people no goddamn good, and trying to smooch off people be the ones that grow. I mean, if people get excited and like that, then yeah. I don't get nothing out of stuff like that.
Okay, I remember when you were doing your lives, which you don't do a lot of lives, but when you do, you were having your discussions. You'll see new people coming in and like, no. I remember you were over there blocking people and like, nah.
I don't want to be bothered with them, because see, I'm a little different. Some people
That was last year when all these new people were coming in. Auntie Donna was like, boop, bloop, bloop.
No, and it's still like that if I go live today. I don't even want you over there. I will watch them if there's nothing else to do. Some of them. That's all practically be on. And not saying, and I'm not saying that I shut the door to everybody. To me, I'm kind of like old school. It matters how you come in. For me, if I'm gonna, it's not like I'm shutting the door and not feel like the beef sector shouldn't let nobody in. That don't make no sense. You're gonna get bored. You got in a circle of people. You just supposed to watch them forever. No, that don't make any sense.
Okay. Let me pause real quick. Trinacia says, thanks again, Carrie, for the discussion. I'm a bush watcher. I will be going back to the bushes. I appreciate the beef sector for all the years of laughs. Trinacious, I don't know if you could answer some questions for me after not town hall, after the round table talk tomorrow, if you can, because you said you would talk if it was the subscribers only discussion. If you think you would be a part of it, let me know, and I will really consider doing it. I want to know what made you decide, even though you wrote it in your post, I want to know what made you decide to come out and do it. So you've obviously been thinking about it for a while, and you decided to make the post. Okay.
Yes, she probably feel like, some people feel like there's still hope in the beef sector, even though it's nothing like how it started.
Mm-hmm.
What was your other question? Did I answer all your questions?
Okay, so Trinacious, I'm gonna hold that to you. So I will host a subscribers discussion. Let me see. Okay, so the third question is, will it change anything? Because the last one I asked you was, do you think the discussion is needed? And now my third one is, will anything change?
Okay. I don't think it will change anything, but I'm hoping something will change something around here, to be truthful.
Okay.
What
Because
okay, let me ask you this.
mhm,
What was the beef sector for all of us in the beginning? Now I was here when it got its name.
that's a good question right there.
I was here when it got its name. I respect the ones that was here that we call like the legends. Some of them. It don't matter to me that you was here forever. That don't even matter to me. But some of them, yeah, that been here before. I was here. What was we practicing? Well, we was in a different time because that was during the pandemic, right? So everybody was in a
Yeah,
different space in life. We all had time.
right.
We all, was going through things. Some of us different in life. Uh, and to me, the beef sector was like I always say it, my 24/7 reality TV.
Yeah, it pretty much replaced the reality TV because with this reality TV, we could type in the chats. The other ones we just watch on TV. I have not been watching TV since I started watching the Beef Sector. I'll tell you that.
Either and how many years
Okay,
that been? It's going on like what?
at least
Six,
5 years
7 years?
that
Well,
I
yeah, six or
haven't been watching TV.
seven. Don't even
Right.
turn the TV on. Now, since lately, with the what's going on in the
In the
world,
world,
I
right?
clip on a news channel, but now they
Mhm.
lie so much I barely go over to them. I
I
just start
cannot stand
YouTube.
seeing Orange Man, so I don't be watching
Yeah, so I
stuff
don't
because
want to go
he
there. We're
irritates
gonna
my
go back over
spirit.
here to the beef sector because that's part of why we over here in the beef sector to
And
not think about stuff like that.
right. And
But
when
I
I get
had I
tired
just
of
had
here,
to
I
go
go
on a
watch
break.
movies, or I be outside. Outside. I'll be
Right.
outside. Outside.
Yes. Yes. Me too.
Right.
I go walk to the damn park and lean my head back and get some of this good old sun for my pale ass. That's what I be doing. Yeah, sometimes I have y'all in my ear, but you got to. I don't understand
Gotta be outside.
how
Outside.
people can't do this YouTube and life at the same. Well, some things sometimes.
hmm For those who are just coming in the chat, what is the beef sector to you? So I want for you guys to like type that in the chat, or if you feel like coming up, please do so. But what is the beef sector to you? Auntie Donna asked like a really good question a while ago. What is the beef sector? It means different things to different people. For me, it is all entertainment. That is
Right.
all it was for me.
Get
Especially
away.
there was at one point when I was going through something when my close family member died. I was on here just for entertainment and stuff. Cause girl, they comforted me as much as they could in my family, and they were like, listen, girl, this person does not want to see you doing yourself like this, so you got to snap out of it. So I'll be on here trying to get my laughs together and stuff, just be on here to entertain myself. And for me, not only, and prior to that happening, before that devastating thing happened to me, I was over here for the roast, the drags. I enjoyed the skits. I enjoyed people just showing their regular life, and their regular life became content. I was here for the stories. I was here for the reviews. I was here for the good roasts. You hear me? I was here for those. And I'm here for the entertainment only of it all. That is why. That is what the beef sector meant for me. It is people who have, taken the time out of their day to entertain us. You know, most of them came on screen too. Most of them, they'll show you different stuff that they were doing or giving you stories, and that alone will cause a beef. You hear me? Hey, Max Boogie. Hey, everybody coming in. So for those who are coming in, what is the beef sector to you?
It's funny to me how the beef sector started, which was really people doing commentary on two people, and then they started doing going back and forth with each other that was doing the That's how the beef sector really, got a push. And then what a lot of these new people don't know, and what some of them are trying to get some of those things are not anymore. Like the thousand in the chat in the deep pocketbooks, like them that big money being thrown around. It was like they they're not getting that now. I mean, they're doing something today, but they're not getting that. Can you agree, Carrie?
I agree. And I like the idea that there are people on here who will roast and drag your ass without hesitation, without having to think twice, without writing shit down.
Without
And
needing
they
to
are
allow the mic to drown you out, it was
right.
you go, I
Okay.
go. It was either video to
Chaos.
video. Yeah, every now and then, it might be a headbutt on a panel, but it was like that's one thing I don't like either. If I can't hear the drags from both sides, what am I doing? I can't do it. I can't do it.
I agree with you here, Jay Dunn. Jay Dunn says it used to be organic comedy and drama. Now it's
Yes.
full of people forcing drama because they think that's what they are supposed to do. And that is exactly what I've been saying over here. But I only got 10 people over here, so not a lot of
You
people
only
hear
got 10
me.
people. I just came back. I had to step away for a minute.
Shout out to my 10, baby.
Shout out to my 10.
Yeah, so like Jay Dunn said, it's like it was always organic beefs. It was always drama, yeah, but it was comedic. For some people, we're not gonna say that some people were not doing some real fucking evil shit behind the scenes because there were a few of those. But
I
it
got
was
a question for
always organic beefs. And
you.
because these new people come in, they
Mhm.
hear, oh, it's the beef sector. You're supposed to beef. Nah, baby.
But
There is
why do
beef
you
and
want
much
us to beef
more.
like how you beef from your sector? See, that's where I be like, huh? Why I got to act like how y'all act from y'all sector and y'all
Exactly.
coming into my sector, the sector I'm from. Even though I go in other people's sectors, don't get me wrong, but I don't go in their sectors trying to change their ways, run their shit, attach to them or any of that. I just go see if I like some of them, then I might stay. I might even donate. I might, give a subscription. You know, it depends.
Miss B, I remember Miss B from a long ass time ago. Okay. I'm talking way back. And Miss B, you had stopped coming in
Yes.
chats
Oh,
for a
she just
very
said
long
something
time.
like that.
She was here a long ass time
Oh,
ago.
that's way back.
Okay.
Look
We
at that. She said before the chat had before the chat.
for chat and cash apps. Okay.
Well,
People were here from a
Mona
long
brought that
people
cash.
need to just understand that not everybody was beefing because it says beef sector. And this is what the new people who come through here
Don't
tend to not
understand.
understand that it was content being made. And sometimes that very same content is what caused people to beef. That's it. That's all it was. People will be doing their own content, showing stuff happening in their homes or whatever, just life in general. And people will be watching, roasting their background, roasting their life or whatever's going on, and then that spilled into a beef. Like everything was organic.
Do you think that some of them think that because it's the beef sector and they go live, that it got to be a rah 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 organ to the
Yep.
top of their lungs
Yep.
and screaming the whole time the live is
Mhm.
going, and it's not. That's not what the beef sector. You used your words, you went back and forth, and you used some skills. You went and did an outfit. You went and done a background. Can you tell me what was one of your favorite skits?
Mine was one of the most recent ones, not the long time. I just remember the last one I liked was Rita with when she played Just Kimmy with her
What I missed that?
I
I
like
missed
that one. And that one was more recent though. But the other ones when do you remember when Rita danced with that pants with her with both ass cheeks out?
Excuse me, I need you to look and see who you talking to.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Where was I
Okay.
at? No. I got another
Yeah.
question for you because you beef sector. You beef sector. Where was I at when she did that skit?
I don't know where you were. Where
I
were
was sitting in
you?
the chat with a nice blue goddamn dress on.
Oh, I was in the clouds a lot. I was never,
I
you
was
know, Auntie
a
Donna, do you know I was always in the clouds before I ever started dropping down?
a lot of people
Never.
was
I
like,
just stayed up there watching shit because it was always like something I was working, I'll be watching, or it was like background,
well, let me ask
entertainment
you
for
this.
me.
How did you start? Um, okay, how did you start on YouTube? Like for me, I started on YouTube looking up something and then realizing that people are actually on here interacting. How did you
Let me
stumble
tell you something. I've had my channel, this one right here, since 2014.
on? Whoa! I've been
2014. So at first, I was watching like other drama in the
yes.
UK, but
Oh,
but what I think had me stick around here
mhm.
was the fact that I was watching channels that did reviews of different you know, shows that I was watching. You know, the
Reviews of
Basketball
reality shows.
Wives, the Love and Hip Hop, the Black Ink Crew, all of those types of stuff. And then
That
I
was
started,
Treasure Lane,
right,
yeah, and Sean
right,
Bradley, and
right. And I
yeah.
was watching Sean give his story time and all of that stuff. I was watching all of that in the back. Okay. And of course I was watching, what's that girl's name with her little baby? That's I can't remember all the names
Sweet
right
Mouth
now.
for Life.
Sweet Ma. I was watching the Lovely Tea. I was watching the whole situation with Cardi B and
She traveling right now. I still mod for her. Sweet Mouth for Life still mods for her too.
okay. And I was watching
Project
Armand. So
Lioness of Judah.
right. So I was watching all of
With
them
a
folks,
slumber
and
party.
I
Did you
just
go to
never
the
left.
slumber party? Was you at the slumber party?
No, I didn't go to that one. I don't
Oh
remember going to that
wow,
one.
I was. I could dig in my crates. I might even have it on wax.
So
Okay.
mostly I was listening in the clouds. When I really started dropping down to like type was during that whole debacle with Tasha K and Cardi B and Lovely T, that whole situation, and Star Marie. That's when I really started dropping down a lot. But uh I was just here listening in the background.
That slumber party is legendary because no matter what, um, a shit starter want to go around and try to goddamn come for the B sector. Talking about Tasha K came from the B sector. Ain't nobody say Tasha K came from the B sector. They were saying
Nah,
that she came through the B sector. Picked
but I
up a
used to
couple
watch
of
her a
things
little
and
bit
moved on.
too. I got annoyed at her screaming with that glass in her hand. It was just too loud.
After the Star Marie thing, I never turned back and went back. Mm-mm.
Yeah, because
I
she
was
she
gone.
she I saw what direction she was going. Hold on.
Okay, babe. Answer your thing. Hi, everybody in the chat. Very Carrie has to answer the hotline. The red phone was ringing. Y'all heard it in the background. Please, everybody, can you like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already did it? Hey, Dana. Hey, how y'all doing? I really don't look at the chat like that, but I guess being that she done left me. Love
I can't.
me.
I'm back.
Do you still be singing, Carrie? Because you got a lot of that's one of the hidden secrets. Some people don't know you have a beautiful voice.
I haven't done it in about a month now, but I did start doing it. A few people asked me to do it. Was it last month or something like that? And I came and I did like 2 or 3 Friday nights. But I do it whenever they ask. My
I'm
karaoke night,
surprised you on this time. You usually be on 5, 6 in the morning.
baby.
I don't even be up that time no more.
I
Maybe I
do,
used to be up
I
with
do
you them times
I
in the
do that for 3 days.
morning. Okay,
Trinacious, hopefully let's based on what the discussion is like tomorrow over by Sassy Trinacious. Let's see what happens if you really want to have that subscribers only conversation. I am open to it. And since you're the person who asked for this roundtable discussion to happen, I hope you'll be able to be a part of it. If not, I'll still be over here talking about it. I am seeing a lot of people saying why the beef sector is the way it is, but remember, guys, it's a whole host of different reasons why it is the way it is. We're not saying it has to remain the same, and we're trying to hold on to memories and stuff. We're not trying to hold on to shit. But at the same time, we're not going to act like we don't see some of the things happening. We're not going
For
to
me,
act like
it's
we
the
don't see it.
respect. It's the way you come in. it's the respect level for me. I mean, and I don't, say everybody got to think like me or move like me or whatever. You do your thing because see, it's easy for me to click off, go watch somebody else or anything like that. I think a lot of people, and I used to do this, and I had to hold myself back from doing it now. They put too much into this.
True. True.
Some of them, I guess, some of them, when it reaches their real life, they have a right to put as much as they want into it and how they want to. So I had, that's different. But I see Miss B say she was there. I see you was there for the slumber party, the pajama party. I'm sorry, the pajama party. You was there that infamous night.
Yeah, I missed a few stuff because I'll be working and
That's when the slumber party was. I think it went on. Was it 8 or 12 hours, y'all? I'm smoking, so somebody might have to help me. That live was that long. It was on Lioness of Judah channel, and that is where Lovely T swoop. Well, it started by you goddamn trolling Tasha K, and Tasha K was on the link, and that's where Lovely T and what's the guy name that used to do the wigs? They swooped down in the chat, and that's where Lovely T got to tell Tasha K everything of how she felt or what she did to her. That happened in the beef sector. See, they didn't do that on their big channels. Neither one of the ladies, Tasha K or Lovely T. It happened in the beef sector and during the slumber party. Anybody that's real beef sector, when beef sector was first getting their name, I don't
a
even
lot
know.
of people don't know all of these, folks who were here before. They have big channels now because they moved on and continue to
Some
do
of
their
them,
thing
yes, and some of them done
professionally.
moved on in life, right?
Right.
Right.
And I just stuck around with the long. Oh my God, T, lovely
Yes, she used
T,
to wear the
because I
lion mask,
like
right,
her
Miss
way
B?
of doing things. She researches before she comes out and gives stuff for shock
I'm sorry,
value.
baby. My apologies. Who did you say?
Lovely T.
Yes.
I stuck around with her and I stopped watching what's her name because all she wanted was shock value. That wino girl, and I'm like, I cannot watch stuff
I had such high
that.
hopes for her. But when she started doing the sneaky, the lying, the behind the scene, but in the industries, that's how a lot of them make it. And that's where I don't give a hoot. I don't care I don't care who you is, how big
What,
you get. I'm not going, I'm not giving,
good morning, Barn Dog. Were you here
good morning, Kimberly
when
Black.
Armand Wiggins parted ways with Tracy?
Tracy, no, I
Hell
was here.
yeah.
I was here when. Well, I might have missed that, but I caught that live when Armand Wiggins stood on his head and twerked for Tasha
Oh
K.
yeah, oh yeah. When he used to play the music and twerk on that wall, baby,
I wish
he
I
was
could
like,
do
"Be original, bitch," and he'll be there twerking his ass off, and I'm like, "What the hell?" Because Tasha K thought that he needed her, and he's like, "I'm gonna show this bitch that I can do my own thing. I don't need you to mentor me or help me with nothing, bitch."
that.
And
Yeah,
look at where he is right now. He's doing good. He's on TMZ.
and Terry,
Because he's been covering the Diddy trial. He
yeah,
is on
he just messed up
Nancy
with that
Grace and
baby
other
oil
channels. I'm
scene.
like, look
He
at
went too
you.
far. Yeah, but he went too far with that baby oil scene. I'm like, man, you was doing
More
your
oil,
thing.
baby. And
You did not.
I,
Just because the man had oil, you just could have put the oil on your hands. Why take your shirt, take your clothes up, take your top off, and let the oil be on you? I'm like, oh no, you're not going. You're gonna go viral, but not for a good reason.
Miss B says, hell, I met Tracy when she was a mod for ATL. And I used to watch Michelle too, but I don't watch her anymore. I used to watch
See, I didn't watch her,
when
but I
Zach
heard of
was
her.
on there and stuff because he was funny.
Wait
Zach
a minute, is ATL
somehow reminds
the
me
one
of Rebel.
that rode around T.S. Madison house with that guy? I'm not gay
I
no
don't
more. The
remember.
one that Shakimi uses his clip. Oop, did I
No,
tell you I watch
I don't
Shakimi
watch. I don't
sometimes?
watch him. I have no idea what goes on his channel. I'm one of those persons who's stuck to Beef Sector, so I don't
Yeah,
be going at new
I stuck
people
to
in
beef
their
sector too, but
channels.
some of my babies be wanting to talk about him. So you know how us real beef sector people is. We're gonna research our own shit.
Oh, I
So
have
being
no idea
nosy
what
and having
happens
them.
on his
But
channel.
yeah, but no, you remember the gay guy you know the clip from the guy. I'm not gay no more.
Ah.
Remember the guy? It's a real. Come on, y'all, help me. Somebody in the chat, tell me his name.
Is it the one who claims he's delivered?
Yes. I'm sorry. Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't remember his name, but I do know who you're
Hell
talking
yeah,
about because I used to
wasn't
be over
that
in
AT
his
Alien
bushes
rolled
too.
past? And wasn't that him and AT Alien? I'm not sure. It's a question. Wasn't them two the ones who rolled past T.S. Madison house?
Now that I don't know. I'm
It
not
was a
gonna lie.
video
Hey,
of
Lady
it.
Tia.
It was a video of. Now I smoke good trees, Carrie, but I ain't smoked nothing like that. That I
Thank
don't
you, Hood.
forget.
Andrew Caldwell. Yes,
Thank
there
you.
you go.
They had
Yeah,
rolled past AT Alien house. I mean,
yeah.
not AT Alien. They rolled past T.S. Madison old house because I hear she moved. Thank you,
Yeah.
Hood.
So we were all up there in
T-75.
in T.S. Madison's basement and stuff. We were all there watching and stuff. We've been here, and we're not expecting
And who
stuff to
was in the
remain the
basement?
same.
Let me see. Let me test your skills. When the
No,
cameras turned when
I
the
don't know
camera
all the answers.
let me finish the question. You might have it if you remember the basement. You might have this answer. You
Mm-mm.
ready for it?
Go
Who when
ahead.
when the camera turned around? Who was in the audience from the B sector?
I'll only guess names. I'm gonna guess it was Mona.
There you go. You got
Okay.
it. See, you were
Because
scared
I
of
remember
something
the
that
whole
you didn't
situation that
answer.
happened
Go
between
ahead, have
Mona and then
one.
after that with
Yeah.
VS and all of that. Yep.
Now
Kimberly
that was
Stairs, I
but
still
that
watch.
was a show with the chicken bone thing. That was a whole show. That was
Like
different
people
names.
don't understand. They hear beef sector, they think they gotta keep beefing. Like, come on. Beefs are gonna come up, of course, but that doesn't mean that's the only thing that happens in the beef sector. And that is what people are failing to understand. This is the beef sector. You need a beef. Beef what, bitch? You gotta give content too, bitch.
Yeah, but
You
right.
gotta give content too. Like,
Yes.
oh,
And when you beef with somebody for so long, how many new things can you think of to go back and forth with them? That's another thing. I get tired of the same old drag and read on somebody over and over again. Is there anything new you can come up with?
well, it depends on if they give you content
Yeah, now
because
some of it, now
if
I
they
ain't gonna
keep going
lie, some
live
of the
and
things
showing
that
you stuff,
stuck
you're
with you
gonna have stuff
forever.
to say.
Yeah, but don't you can you agree that some of the things I guess
Yeah, I
will
can.
be stuck with people forever, but it don't
Right.
have to be the whole. We used to gags and drags. It don't have to be the whole drag. You repeating it like somebody scratching on a goddamn record. I hear
My
echo.
Oh, you hear an echo? I hold on. Let me put this
It's
cancellation
very
thing
light.
on.
It's very light,
Hold
and I
on.
just started hearing it. So what you doing? You doing the
I
heebie-jeebie
had
on me?
turned off echo cancellation. Let me turn it on.
How does it sound in the chat? Yeah, how do I sound? I'm gonna have to now go to my computer and see.
Is
The
it
chat.
okay now?
I'm okay. Yes, it's fine. What did you do to
Okay.
me?
No, that was me. I adjusted my microphone
See there, y'all. That was her. But I
because I
just
was looking on the screen and I'm like, I don't see my bubble moving. So I went and checked. Okay.
I don't see my
Yeah.
bubble moving either. But this string yard, they do what they do sometimes. Sometimes they do. Like the other day, remember the whole outside of the bubble is what moves. I saw
Right.
somebody live the other day, and the inside round circle, it was moving from by the picture and not from around the black part. If you know what I mean. So they
Mm-hmm.
do what they
Yeah.
want to do. This technology, you
V
know.
Lachey. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I cut you off.
Okay. No, I wasn't saying that.
I remember this Vila Shay. I was
What?
trying to get it. I never got into Funky Dineva. I watched a few of Funky Dineva's videos and stuff, but I could never get into Funky Dineva.
Okay, now
And
see,
but
I
I was
was
there for the fight between not a real fight, but whatever that was between him and Michelle. I definitely was there for that too. Sherry did not get a break. Okay. But Michelle had rented her space to Funky Dineva, and I was up in the bushes for that drama.
Oh, the part.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
up
Now
in
I
the
got
bushes
the
for
end of that.
all of that. Okay, I've been in the bushes a darn long time. You hear me? I just didn't drop down, and I didn't catch like everything, so I missed a few of those big moments too because of
Hmm.
work or just life in general. But I was here in the bushes. It wasn't until maybe 2019 thereabout that I started to drop down. I think
Hmm.
you know that's when I started dropping down a little bit. Okay, who up on the panel? That's Auntie Donna. There goes the name. Hey, Smooth Carter again. Yeah, but those were my three questions because I was wondering, since the
I
discussion
wish
is
them
going to be
luck though.
tomorrow.
I hope some people get what they want out of it or whatever. If there is to be anything to get out of it,
But from
I
what
wish
I'm
them luck.
seeing,
Cause some
from
people do want, you know,
yeah,
and some of us just like we've been here long enough to know
mhm.
what this really is and what is and is not gonna happen.
Josh certainly did Diamond B, and I watched Josh. I still watch Josh. Okay, because I think he's funny, and every time I see Josh, I remember Rebel Son because they kind of like similar to me. There's an echo on Auntie Donna's side, so I'm like she has a window open. You got a window open, another tab open.
No, but I'm getting ready to get down.
Okay, alrighty.
Yeah, I've been up here for a sec. I just wanted to come up.
I'm
Nobody,
happy you answered the three questions. Today's three questions. Excuse me. The three questions today
my
were
door, yeah, my door is still closed.
so you were on a no no no. It was the answer was no for all three questions. Not
It was.
interested,
Hmm.
not gonna watch,
Hmm.
don't think the discussion is needed, and you're not sure if there'll be any changes. So those were
I
your
hope
answers,
it be
right?
changes for. I hope it be some type of change for the people that are looking for a change. I mean, even though I got all no's, that is a nice way to exit. I do hope whatever people are looking for, that some of the people can get it. I don't know what that could be,
Uh
what could happen, because we've tried this discussion been before, you know.
yeah. But there's simple solutions to stuff. Like I just think talk is one thing, but action is another. Like the very same content creators who were being blacked out for
Mm.
in quotation marks, they can start doing their content and just commenting on each other. That could be a way to get it. Like they could start doing their content and just focusing on each other.
Hmm.
They could decide to do their own thing together and network between each other. So all of those CCs who were being supposedly blocked out, if they decide to start doing their thing again and commenting on each other, not commentating, but commenting on each other and
Hmm.
focus on each other, it could change. And if the subscribers showed how they felt or how they feel currently about the state of the beef sector, they would support those who they claim they love or who they claim are OGs. So it's all in the numbers. And people would feel it if the subscribers decided that they would take a stand. Now, the
Oh,
conversation
they're the
tomorrow,
ones with the power, right?
the subscribers have the power.
And
So
because
the
if it was
change.
shown, yeah, and I feel like, what do you think about this, real quick? If there's
Mhm.
a content creator and they happen to have people or a person up on their platform that you don't want to hear, you don't want to see, you don't want to take in that energy, they have the power to leave that content creator up there on that stream yard with that person with a goddamn practically empty chat. You think they'll keep letting that person up?
Exactly. So you
You
cannot be
got the
on one hand
power as
complaining but still
subscribers.
going.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
How are you going to keep complaining but you're still going?
You're still, because they know, because the content creators are up on the formula of the nosiness of the people around here, the old and the new that's coming in. Because see, this is not the same even um, supporters or watchers of the beef sector. These are different people.
You know what? I agree. These are different people who are watching. So some of these
What?
numbers we're
Okay, this
seeing,
is not even this sector is even don't even have the eyes that it used to. We used to can get 1,000 and 1,500 in a chat within less than 10 minutes. Some content creators,
yeah, some of them.
and I'm talking about before the pay to come along to get along, before the MUs. I'm talking
Baby,
about
I grew so tired of her. And what do you think about what Sean said? I've asked a few people this, but what do you think about what Sean said the other day when he was talking to Jay Dunn? He said that once the person is providing content for the beef sector, they are considered beef sector. What do you think about that?
I disagree, but I understand and respect his view from him. That's the way he thinks. Donna think my way. I don't think because you come into this sector and you happen to do a lot of content off of this sector, it makes you this sector. No, you're our food. You're the jester. You're the clown. You're the act. Don't
Okay.
make you be.
And I also
To
and
me,
I
it don't
also
make
I also say this because you also said MU's name a while ago. So I'm thinking to myself, she was over here for a good while, get providing content for the beef sector, but she's not from here. So because people were talking about her sexcapades, her ring, her relationship with other content creators over here, and all of those
that's when
other
the content creator
stuff,
came over with their pocketbooks and started paying
right?
to be different places.
She was one of them who started off this money shit. And,
Yes,
and the content creators used to keep her around because they knew they would always get
Alice
content
Sag,
out of her.
Ghetto in
And she
Atlanta.
was
They
paying
always
money. She had people on books, from what I heard. And she is one of the many people who hear who pay, and that is what sways the content. So with her coming around and doing her thing over here, does it make her beef sector automatically because she gave content or contributed to the content that happened here? No. Whatever sector she was from, that's where she is. Yes, they used the fuck up out of her. They used her ass. They got content for days from her. Even folks who had nothing to do with some of the stuff she had going on, they immersed themselves in it. They put themselves in a position so they could talk about her or have something to go back and forth with about her. And they made money from her. They bathed off a commentary on her. Does that
she was
mean
using
she?
them too.
Oh
She
yes,
used
she
the
was.
money to get in.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
let me ask you this: Why
she
do a
used
lot?
them
Let
too.
me ask you this, because there's two things in my eyes why a lot of these content creators come to the beef sector, or especially back in the day, they're not getting much of it now. But why a lot of people came to the beef sector and wanted to grow their channel, they wanted they wanted numbers. They wanted your prescription. Yeah, wanted you to sub to them, and they wanted
Hmm.
that money that was being thrown around. Even
Oh
though
yeah.
chump change is thrown around now. To
Mm.
anybody that's new within the past couple of years, I'm gonna say the when the money left, the money started leaving. What would I say? Around the time people started paying to be up on these panels and on these channels.
I talk about this so much over here, and I know some people don't like hearing me saying it, but I say it, and I'm going to say it for the 11th time, the 11th time.
Hmm.
This sector has always been a unique sector, despite the crazy shit that happens over here, despite some of the immoral things that happen over here. It has
Hmm.
always been a unique space, okay? And I say it's a niche, as some people call it. But the fact that people over here started adapting the ways of the other sectors,
Go.
and I'm using it as example because I don't give a fuck, I don't care. The
It's just
paying down of people, that is one example.
that's from the black sector originally.
They
That
got it
that
from another sector. It was
that
never over here.
that went
Never.
from Victim and Buddy Lee, but they was getting big bank. No chump change. They was getting 50, and then the pot doubled. Nothing under that.
And that is just one example.
No
That is
chump
just one
change. No
example.
chump change. Yeah, that was. That was Big Bank. What is it? Big Bank, Little Bank? How they call it, y'all? That kind of like was that.
I've seen one or two of it, like a few years back, of them, paying to get people down, paying for wrenches, all of those different stuff. I've seen that happen.
Yes, and
But,
that's
but the most,
where I noticed it started from was over there with Big Moon with the wrench pay thing, take away or whatever, and then by Buddy Lee. I love this, but I
but
love
those
this.
people, I don't see them going live a lot anymore. Well, or I don't
Well,
hear
I know
about them anymore.
well, last I heard, he will come if I
It
catch
didn't last long.
if I catch the notification. He'll come and play music every now and then. But the last he was going to Bigo. Him and
So
Lil
you're
Dot.
telling so eventually it didn't last long. That my point is it didn't last for long.
What
People are
didn't
not going to keep paying for people to get dropped down.
the
People are
rich
not going to always have money to put in your pockets all the time, especially if you do not have your channel. Because I heard that one of those channels were not monetized. So if you're always going to be dependent on folks to be paying, people get tired. People got bills to pay too and stuff. But my thing is, what was supposed to be unique or special about the sector, it kind of started to change because people started to adapt ways from the other sector, and it just wasn't what it was anymore. It just started to change the whole fabric of the beef sector, and that's what I think.
I'm a little different. Uh, I don't. Mm, I'm trying to word this right, but I started in the beef sector. I visit a lot of sectors, but one thing about me is just like with up here on YouTube, I'm the same way in real life. You ain't about to come tell my grown ass how I feel and what I'm gonna do. They play a lot of manipulation shit, and I just sit back and watch who want to be manipulated, who want to drink the Kool-Aid, who want to follow, or however they gonna do it, who gonna damn, uh, you know, fall for this or fall for that, or it's just watching now. It's just watching most of the stuff now.
I want to respond to two things in the chat. Tisa says, bottom line, OB sector did not ask for people to hit their cash apps. They entertained and the people willingly sent donations. I'm going to be I agree, but to an extent, because the first person I could think of was Mona Simone. I know her cash app to this very day.
Well,
Since
come on,
2018 till this day.
hold on, because that's how I entered into all of this. Because I used to be a brain too. I guess you say, damn.
Okay.
But
So
yeah, but she taught people about the
the
percent not
begging.
to give to YouTube. That's what she was doing. She was teaching, no, I don't want to give nothing to YouTube. Give it all to me. All the money need to come to me. And that's when she started doing her Cash App, dollar
Because,
sign,
baby, when I used to watch her in the bushes, because like I said, I stayed in the bushes before I started dropping down.
What is
And
the
when
first
I
place you
used
dropped
to watch her, I
down?
think maybe around 2019, thereabout, I think I started like actually typing in the chats,
Okay.
especially because of the Tasha K thing. That's when I started, you know, I was in them chats banging, girl. Uh, but I do remember Mona as well. Dollar sign Mona Simone and the cash app. Baby. She said it like every 30 seconds. Like, let me not lie. Every 2 minutes in her commentary. She'll be talking about nothing. And even if those bubbles were there on the screen and stuff, she'll be talking about nothing. And then out of nowhere, we'll be hearing her cash app. And then there were a few more people. I won't call no more names. But we definitely know their cash apps. So even though I do agree with this statement here, I'm saying it's to an extent, Tisa. And then there was one up here that Kimberly asked, what was unique about the sector? We were talking about that earlier on about the roast, the drags, the gags, the what's it called? The skits. People were doing their content organically.
For me was to see people just take
They were just
excuse me, take a good percent of money and just give to a person because the person entertained them.
exactly.
The ponytail challenge is legendary. Okay,
Oh yeah.
that's legendary.
What about
And
that bathroom challenge? Was there a shower curtain challenge? I'm
the
thinking.
bathroom challenge was hilarious.
Yeah. So there
It
were
was stuff
different
like
things
that,
that
but
were
it was
happening,
those challenges, not
and it was
challenges on a
content.
channel to where everybody give the content creator money and everybody meet up there and show their talent. It was actually challenge, excuse me, from doing content, a little skit here, a little shit. I won $50 from goddamn doing when Jay Wilson got slapped by the dog. I won that contest.
Miss
So you
B.
what happened? I'm
There
sorry.
was also a makeup there are different things. So my point is that although it's the beef sector, people keep forgetting that people were doing content too, like actual content. So Miss B says that was begging, that was business. She said she wasn't sitting on here all day for free, but nobody told
And
her to sit.
she was
Who
Freddie's
told her to
daughter.
sit?
That's Freddie's daughter. I'm just answering
But
something.
who told Freddie? I remember she used to talk about her dad all the time about Freddie's daughter when she was cussing. But who told her she needed to sit there all day? That's the question. Nobody begged, forced her to sit all day.
Who was sitting somewhere? I'm sorry.
Mona,
Where she said it?
Miss B says that she wasn't sitting on here all day for free. She said she wasn't sitting all day
Oh,
for
okay,
free.
yes, yes.
But I'm saying nobody told her to create the page and sit and give content. Nobody forced her to do it. She chose to do it. So I get it that you don't want to do it for free, but the subscribers don't owe you shit. They're not employing you.
You know what, Carrie? You know what gets me about all this?
They don't employ you. You are not their employee. If they want to tip you, I don't see nothing wrong with it, but you're not going to demand that nobody gives you shit. They don't owe you nothing. And I say that and I don't care. They if they enjoy your content, they can tip you by all means. I agree with that. But you're not going to come cuss people out and say, "I'm not going to do nothing for free." Nobody told you to do shit for free. Nobody told you to hit the live button. Nobody told you to do that.
Carrie.
And then you also have the option of monetizing if you want money, but YouTube does not pay good. I'll tell you that. It's like
Especially now they taking
trash.
45%.
It's trash.
And Carrie, that's 45% from everything from your channel, from out of your super chats, from
And
your memberships,
everything.
everything. And then
Everything.
you
Good
gonna
morning,
pay
Ethan.
for a streaming thing. You might be paying for a
Shit.
StreamYard or something like
StreamYard is
that.
expensive.
Your
Freddie's
intro,
daughter.
outro music. You might be paying for stuff like that too if you're not, because some people do their own stuff, but some people rather pay to get the clips and the banners and all that stuff. That costs.
Yeah. But
That
I
costs.
guess also in this sector, you may not make as much money as, the other sectors
Not
that actually
nowadays,
do
you
like
not.
real productions and stuff.
Not
Uh,
nowadays, you not. But back
it,
in the day, remember when Rita first started, she had subscribers that helped her get the stuff
oh
for her.
yeah, get the
And
stuff for her. You're right.
she would come on and show
They'll con-
everything she bought
oh
and then
yeah.
put on a show for us and everything.
V Lachey, a lot of you're saying the same thing that I'm thinking, but a lot of people are afraid to say it because they are held. I don't know. AK, I remember this one. She said it wasn't a stunt. I don't know if she's still with Michelle anymore, but they claim it wasn't a stunt. According to Tracy, knew she was planning it. That April Fool's death. So I don't know. I was there for that shit. I was fun. We have come a long way. Like everything is content. Like
That's when I
everything,
walked away and didn't turn around.
baby. That was some crazy shit. And until this
I'm old
day,
school. I just take my hands off
that was
stuff.
during the same time that Nipsey Hussle had passed too. Was it during that
That was
time?
the night. That was the night.
Yeah, yeah. I was there for that.
She said
Baby.
son called all upset.
Oh my God. It was a lot going on. But the
The
thing
history,
is, I just want the persons to remember we're not trying to keep the beef sector. We're advocate for the beef sector to remain what it was. It's just that we want organic content, organic conversations. We want as subscribers to, see the people who we like. Most of them don't go live anymore. They don't go live anymore, and we are here as subscribers. We're missing you guys who used to do like the real content. We're missing.
Ones that do take the time out to do the real stuff, or nobody watch. Most of ain't nobody
Ah,
watching if they're not with a certain click or
right.
a certain redirect.
Oh,
Let's
there
get
you go. There you go. There you go, Auntie Donna. You hit the nail on the head right there, and I want you to repeat that because your sound kind of went out.
well, shit. You might have to repeat it because I told you I'm smoking. What did I say?
You were talking about the fact that those who actually do real content, they don't get that type of
We
support.
do. What I said was we do sometimes have people might pop out and do something interesting, but they don't get the numbers, because they're not in the click of getting the redirects or in the circle of your subscribers. Now the next person go live and it go to them. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with it, but sometimes, well, Carrie, I always say I get the real good tea because I go to those small. And I've heard you say it before on your channel too. The good
Yep.
tea be in them small channels.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
While
Like
folks
even
be looking for hours looking at people that ain't really saying shit or talking about nothing or done made up some shit and done took your time and you see that's the kind of shit make me
yep.
that's the kind of shit piss me off. The play runner, and I like some of the most three sector people. Don't get me wrong, because there have been plays ran in the B sector. We're not saying nothing was ever a play was never ran. It's just not common. It wasn't common. It wasn't the normal thing to do. And am I lying, Carrie? When people were caught running plays and doing and putting
They'll
out,
be called out.
drug the shit out of them.
They were called the fuck out.
Thank you.
Once people knew there were plays, OB sector will call that shit out. But over here, they run, they do their plays, and the delusional people actually believe it and they go with it, like make it actual content. Like, who would have ever thought we would have seen today when people were pretending to be lovers on here?
That's what I was saying.
And people are doing commentary on it like it was a real thing. Like, I was like in shock. Well, no, I wasn't in shock. Like, I'm still to this day trying to figure out how that story with Lemon and what's her name, Just Krista, even was a thing. Like, people spent weeks talking about it, like it was like a real
I
thing.
was sitting back on my cloud, smoking my blunt, sipping on whatever beverage of the time, tea and coffee in the morning, maybe some wine and water other than that, and laughing my goddamn ass off. If I would go over and or take the time to listen, every time I would peek or hear a content creator talking about it, I would just sit back and just laugh at them. Like, this is what we reduced to? Are you serious? Welcome.
Baby, Kimberly, I'm not
5
gonna
months.
lie.
Look, Vila Shea membership for 5 months. Thank you.
Shout out to Vila Shay. Shout out
Yeah,
to my fan.
I had to drop all my membership. I had a couple. I dropped all of them but two. I had to go on a budget, and everybody that I dropped, they understand because I don't deal with everybody any goddamn way.
I want to acknowledge this one here where
I had
AK, it definitely was a play, but people wanted content so desperately, I think. So they talked about it like it was a real thing. Like, people wanted to be delusional, like for real, for real. There was something I wanted to respond to. I don't see it anymore. Oh
Kimberly
yeah, I'm still to this day trying to figure out if it was a fake Cardi B interview for real.
Wait a minute.
She said she had a big interview coming up, but I remember watching it live that night.
Wait,
And they were saying Cardi B was not hearing, like, was there a delay or something? I don't know.
wait, wait.
Remember
Kimberly
the
Black.
list? Y'all remember the list?
Yes, I remember the list, but wait a minute. Kimberly Black son took me back. Carrie, this is so wrong. This is so
I'm
wrong.
laughing because I remember
This is a good
I
example.
used to drop wheelchairs in the comment section when they were going at it and stuff with
Bad
that
girl.
whole wheelchair
But
shit.
this is what I have to say. Kimberly Black took me back to when I was new on here, naive, believed the things that I was seeing. That was my beginning time. But from that, with all of that to now today, if you don't know and see how some of the directions these people are going in and what they're giving and what they're not giving, you need to stay lost. You need to keep giving your energy to some of this stuff too, because you stuck. Now when people come out here, they could talk and say something, and I already know which direction it's going.
Oh
Are
yeah.
they trying to grow? Are they trying to use? Are they trying to get attention? Are they trying to get a dollar? If you done been on this internet in these sectors, and I'm not even gonna just say these sectors, I said these sectors for over 3 years, if you got it down pat, you lost. You're a waste of time and energy to try to, you want to be stuck there. How you feel about that? Because from that, Kimberly Blake took me back because that was my naive. I was new on here. This whole thing was new to me. I'm used to being Facebook, Instagram. I didn't do the Snapchat, but I was used to those apps. Being out here dealing with people and, with this YouTube thing was totally new. But if you ain't learned the who when you getting puppet mastered or when you getting served some Kool-Aid or when you're getting boots back at you, if you can't tell attention to those things by now, you need to get done. Kevin?
Yeah, I'm here. I was doing something, but I was listening to you, and I was
Yeah.
also reading the comments. I agree with you,
You got
and
some good ones?
I'm not gonna pretend that I didn't. They're not stuff things that happen in the beef sector that we don't like. For example, the going to court, the calling people's families and stuff. It is a part,
That's when it went off.
right?
But when it
So
stayed on
we're not gonna
YouTube,
act like it's all positive and stuff.
right.
There are things that we didn't like, taking stuff off of here,
But let me
but
ask you this.
then yeah.
How do you feel about now, and it's not just the beef sector or certain content creators now want to holler about the no dragging the kids. Now back in the day in the beef sector,
Baby, shush, strish.
it was no dragging kids in the dead. Shish Trish
Uh-huh.
came through with them people goddamn
Names on her.
shit on that shit. And
Yeah.
it died down a little bit. But
Yeah,
now
she was
people are
on.
using it to come at people, and it's like a fireball. It's been raging and rolling
Who
through
would have
these
thought?
sectors, huh?
I don't even hear Shush Strish going at people anymore when they drag children. She would have been the first to click a link if people were there dragging children. So she
Doing it
had
so
her
much
whole
they
no dragging kids campaign and stuff. But then when certain people's kids were being dragged, we didn't see an uproar and stuff. But I'm not gonna stop messaging me, bitch. Hold on. Oh
uh-oh.
yeah. Oh Lord. Okay. So I can't even focus anymore. That message threw me off. Um, so people now, once upon a time, people didn't like dragging people's children and stuff. Now it's nothing. I don't even care at this point because I realize that I cannot tell people how to fight, and I also realize that the same people who tell people that they don't like a certain stuff when their friends are doing it, they got no problem with it. So it's a hypocrisy for me. And some people are also stupid because people will be talking about their parenting or their lack thereof, and they'll
Mm-hmm,
be saying that people are talking about their children.
mm-hmm.
Like people don't
Dead
understand the
switching.
difference between
Yes, yes.
telling you about you not being a good parent
And you
and
want to say
are
your
you
child.
saying stuff about their child. And
Yeah,
because
that's
they want to
wordplay.
fight about stuff, they want to
That's what they
find
put
a
in the
reason to
word.
argue, or maybe they don't understand because their comprehension skill is probably at an
No,
all-time
that's
low.
what they want to grab for to take it in a different
Right.
direction.
We'll be telling you to take better care of your child, and then you'll be there. Oh, they're talking about my children. They're talking about my. That's dumb. It is dumb.
Hush on that because I know I've came up here and drug a couple of times for parents acting like they put their own kids out here.
Hmm.
I'm a hush on that. Because
And if you don't, and you also have to remember the type of space we're in, and as parents, you got to know like how far to go with showing your child on here. You got to be careful.
yeah. Well,
Ladybug says when kids start being talked about, I exit the building. Okay, I get that,
I
Ladybugs.
don't like the kids or the deceased people being talked about. Let them folks rest in peace. Or at least I'm not gonna go for the kid, but I might reach for a person that done passed, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm going. I'm like how you said, Carrie. I'm gonna talk about the parenting or something a person done to a child. But yeah,
Yeah.
I wish them luck. I hope. Like I said, I'm gonna get down from here, but I hope they get what they want out of it. You know,
Hmm.
I know what happened over there because people gonna talk about it. They're gonna do commentary on it for whoever or
I'll
whatever.
definitely be watching. I'll definitely be there tomorrow to
So
watch.
you're gonna do commentary on it. So I
I
know this is
probably
a place.
will.
This
As
is a
long as
place
I'm
I can come
available, I will.
and yeah, yeah. Because I've watched how many town hall meetings have they? Even though they say it's a table talk, but how many town hall meetings have we had? Oh, four,
Quite a
five
few. Quite a few.
for
But
certain.
it
Yeah.
may not show that things have changed or whatever. Some people say it's not going to do anything, but at the end of the day, at least there was a conversation
Talk.
had.
Yes. Yes. I agree with that. I agree
Yeah.
with that because a lot of people feel like a conversation is needed. So mash it out. Wish you luck. And like
Yeah.
whoever wants something out of this, get something out of this.
Okay. Yeah. Well, apparently the person's. Let's see what happens. If there's so that one apparently is geared to the content creators. That one, but I'm hoping.
So the table talk is for only content creators.
Right, and that is why I'm saying over here, and I've said it on my channel like a few days ago, maybe less than a week ago, that it's the subscribers that need to be heard, and uh that is why I come in here and because I'm more of a subscriber. I say that a lot.
How did you feel about the call in with the subscribers? I quite enjoyed it, but how did you feel about it?
I, you know what? It was needed because I think it was the very same day that I had said it on my channel that the subscribers. If it wasn't the same day, it was the day after that happened. Because I
I
was
like
over here, we were talking about it, and I said it's the subscribers that need to be heard and stuff. I think it was needed. Not everybody got to say because I know there are a lot of subscribers who would much prefer to be.
time got lost with people doggone trying to that was content because I was planning on I was like
Ooh,
I
and that brought drama too over there.
thought about it. They might say no, she a content creator, even though I go live once or twice a year.
It is going to give content. I think people are going to come talk about it. I know as long as I'm available to watch, I'm going to go watch. Why? Because this is something that I have been saying as a subscriber. I've been talking about it. I even grew tired of hearing myself talk about it. And people think that I'm whining about it, but as a subscriber, I want to say what I've observed, and I've observed a lot of stuff, and I talk about it on my channel.
If you feel that way every day and you want to talk about it on your channel every day, you got every damn right. Click the button. Say,
Exactly. I am the one paying for this StreamYard.
who is you to tell me what to talk about and when to talk about it?
Right.
I be looking at some of these people like, you won't let them down you like that?
Yeah. So
That's what be going through my mind, Terry, when I be watching some of this stuff. You gonna
right.
let
And I don't know if the subscribers want to talk about it, but I'm open to doing it over here. I always do it. Okay. Hey, Room Shaker. So
you I used to say back in the day that I wish I had your patience.
very
I don't know. You used to have the trolls come through here that
bad.
I would have dropped off my panel by the time they got the second word out their mouth. And you just to be up here, uh-huh.
Yeah, I try to give everybody a chance. I do. And then it also makes for, different people to look at people. I look at people differently. I take them for who they are.
You want to show
but I
you
get
want people to see exactly what they.
compassion,
Yes, yes.
and I also wanted them to show themselves. You know,
That's a good way of looking at it.
yeah. Okay, I'll be going there. I'll be watching, and as long as I'm available, I'll be talking about it.
Hugs,
Okay.
Charlie. Hugs back to
Huggies,
you,
Charlie,
Star.
and Deanna. I think Deanna went live a while ago. Let me be sure. Hold on.
She be now. That's the draft.
Child, my response, beef sector. Ooh, I'm going over there. This looks good. Hold on. Let me share that in my chat.
Okay.
Should be good.
I'm getting ready to get down here. I enjoyed myself coming
And
up
I
here.
enjoyed you as per usual.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I haven't been, look, if they don't get it together around here, I'm getting ready to take another hiatus and roam somewhere else. I just can't take it.
Exactly. People have just been
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
And
And
I see why.
and with me, like I said before, it's not no shut, no door, it's how you come.
Mm-hmm.
It's how you come from it. If you come over here with respect and not coming like you trying to
Take over.
take over, destroy,
Over spirit.
and use people as test dummies and what's that dish the scientists put the germs in? Pastry dish. Is that what it's called? Putting
Baby,
people
I've been
under
here talking
and want
on
to
mute the whole time.
pick apart people and laugh at people and then come sit with them and say, who the fuck does that in real life? No, Donna not down with all that. Just keep it moving. Keep it moving and go on about your business. That's all. It's real easy. It's an easy fix. I don't have to, nobody don't have to put up with me and don't nobody have to listen to me and I don't have to put up with you and listen to you. One thing about man, I'm gonna end on this. Them three dots, thank you. Because I will hit them and put not interested. And the only way I will hear and know about you is if somebody that I support speaks upon you. Okay?
Exactly. I have the people who I follow outside of the sector, and that's about it. I got about four of them, and that's it. But I noticed also that you got to be a male. That's a whole different story. In order for you to be successful over here, you got to be a male, and I've noticed that. So the males can come over here and get their channels kickstarted. And I also noticed I forgot to mention earlier on. If you look carefully, you could see where look at one point Ronnie Q was doing her morning show. You didn't notice that people were trying to push what's their name? What's the guy's name again? I don't even it was Binary and some other guy. NB or something. They were the very same beef sector people who were supposed to be supporting their
That's
own
what they doing now. They
started
speaking up for
comparing the two of them
I
and
just
they
be laughing. I be like, who?
I'm like,
I can't
you
even
don't
listen
see
to him
this?
for over 5 minutes, let alone go to his channel and look
You
at his
you
commentary, which is all he doing is reviewing what other people's lives from over here. Why aren't
right
you talking about what you came to the table with? Why are you not talking about your stuff and the people from your
from
sector?
your
You're
sector.
coming into
So
our
they know
sector
what they're
and want
coming
to
over
talk about,
here.
yeah.
They
That's
know what
another
they're
one.
coming
You
over
want to
here
pick
to
apart
do.
everything. I don't want to hear what you picking apart us. You corny as
Exactly.
fuck to me. You've been
Oh,
when you came in and you're still today.
oh,
So
okay.
I laugh at the ones that take the time out to goddamn support motherfuckers like Drake. And I'm out of here. Let me light my blunt and get the hell up out of here. I thought
Okay.
you gave me a
I
flash of one
appreciate you for
that is was a no from the beginning and gonna stay a no for me.
I appreciate you for coming up, Auntie Donna. I'm going over there by Deanna's to go see
Okay,
what you
I'm
got
gonna
going
say
on.
it in my
Her
Max
response.
Marcus voice. Toodaloo!
Thank you. You know, I appreciate you as always for being a part of the discussion. It's always good to have Auntie Donna up here. See, she's still up here. This is how StreamYard is. Even after they've left, it still shows them as being on there. So let me remove her. There you go. I appreciate you, Auntie Donna. I appreciate everybody who came and took the time out to be a part of my discussion this morning. I had only three questions, and the three I'm gonna go over by Deanna. But I had three questions this morning, and my three questions were: are you interested in this beef sector roundtable discussion? Are you going to go and watch it? So that's one. And number two, do you think the discussion is needed? Yes or no? And you could probably tell why. You say yes or no. And number three, will anything change? Those are my three questions for the day. And, I got to also say, shout out to my 10. If you're watching on the replay and you want to answer these three questions, feel free to do that. And you can type it in the comment section. Shout out to my 10.
Shout out to my 10.
Shout out to my 10 people. Okay. I want for you to go ahead and answer those three questions. Deanna is live right now. She is giving her response to I want to say this supposed beef sector roundtable talk that's going to happen. I'm going to go over there to listen to what you got to say. The link is in the chat. Go on ahead and click on that link to go hear one of the OGs of the beef sector and share your views up there in the chat. I appreciate you all. Shout out to you, Jackie. I'm about to leave, but shout out to you, Jackie, for coming through. Shout out to those who are in the clouds. Shout out to my people. Shout out to the haters. I appreciate you. And if we need to come over here and have a subscribers only discussion, be a part of it. If you want me to have for you to call in, let me know. And if you want me to have the overlay up the whole time that you click the link, if you're afraid of a supposed camera slip or whatever, I'll keep the overlay up for you. So subbies, you could come sound out based on the discussion tomorrow. Whether or not the numbers are over here, I'll be talking about that shit. Okay. I appreciate you all as per usual. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we're going over there to Deanna's.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Hey, it's Carrie. We do what we want over here. We chill, we have open panel discussions, sing karaoke, play games, kick back, or whatever. Let's break the monotony.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Bye.